Hey guys, welcome to the property chat with me, KG. The hair is long and loose, it's not in a bun, and my face is just giving. It's skincare plus the new light. The new light is doing the most because I've been doing skincare for a few months now because of my wife. The new light is doing the amazing things and it's really clear. But let's go into the details. What are we talking about this week in the property chat? So we answering the question. We're looking at this question, how to identify a good and a trustworthy builder or builders. This question was basically asked by Buitu Serapani. Buitu Melo, I'm gonna say Buitu is a lady. And she asked this question. So she saw one of my videos, the video that I created a few weeks ago, where I answered the question how I created a 70,000 rand passive income with back rooms investment. And we just said, great video, gave a feedback. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the feedback. Please get the feedback coming, guys. It helps my work. It helps a lot of people to see this video and my channel. So please, want to see it, like it, share it, subscribe. It's really helping me, and as such I promise to give you a property content every week in, week out. So the question says, how did you identify good and trustworthy builders, especially if you are a woman? She continues and say, especially if you are a woman. My auntie saw your video and she is asking. So auntie, thank you so much, auntie, for the question. Thank you for checking out my video. Thank you so much for being interested in this property space because it's quite exciting. This big space. It's a big space where everybody can have a piece of their pie or pizza or whatever. Yeah, but it's a big space. So when I looked at this question, I looked at it and I was like, wow on two things. One, I never thought about it, regardless of the experience that I had with the builders in this 7-8 years in the property space, even though I had like a terrible experience, but I never thought of that question. And then two is, I assume that if I focus on the complex things, difficult things on property, and I break them down in pieces, making sure that people understand or advance things, then I'm gonna come across as the guy, as the intelligent guy. I guess quite a lot of us want to come across as the sharp people, the smart people. We know what we're talking about. But the biggest mistake that I do and a whole lot of us are doing is not focusing on the little things, on the basics. And this is one of the things. This is one of the questions that the basics that we need to be going back to and speak about, especially for people who are getting started. My content is more of people who are getting started. How to get started. Let's jump in, let's explore property, and let's do exactly that. So I'm gonna look at that, and especially the latter part where she says, especially if you are a woman. This is true. This is very true. I sometimes I go home and visit my mom, but my mother stays with my two sisters in the house, and sometimes they get somebody to fix either the door handle, to put in the tiles, to fix the leaking toilet. And when I get there, I look at it and how it's done. I look at them like, damn, the people who were here just messed up. They messed up. They took advantage of my mother and my sisters because they have no idea. All they wanted to do is to get the tiles fixed, and the tiles are not even straight. They'll be like all over the place, and she sees them differently. When she sees them, she's happy because they are installed. But when I come in as a guy who understands, I look at it like, no, this is not installed properly, because the tiles, they have to lock and all of it, using my experience. And when I ask my mom who installed these tiles, she looks at me like, oh, we're not always always. I give a dollar, peace. That's where it ends. But I don't stop there because I continue asking my sister, and whoever that came and did that kind of job, I'm talking to them. I made them and I asked them to come and fix it. So answering this question, Buitu's auntie's question, I'm gonna answer it in this following way. So I'll be looking at the word of mouth, how can we identify a good and reliable and trustworthy builder or builders? By word of mouth, by reference, by work evidence, and just general behaviors that I'm going to highlight. This is not like the definite things that works across board, but this is just to give you a start on how you can get started. So let's go straight on to the word of mouth. Word of mouth is very important. It's very important. Everything that we do, most things that we do and we trust, we doing that because of word of mouth. The shop that you are buying your food, word of mouth. The app that you have on your phone, word of mouth. Somebody mentioned to you that is excellent. The food that the place that you buy your vegetables, somebody mentioned that this person is selling fresh vegetable. You went, you checked for yourself, and it was true. That's why you buying things from there. So word of mouth is very important. Like that's a easiest free marketing that people get because of they did something good. So word of mouth, what you do, so you listen to what people are saying about those builders. You listen to everything that they're saying about those builders, and you ask questions to formulate the idea if that person you can work with them or not. To formulate not the idea, to formulate to come into decision that if this person you want to work with them or not. So the question that you should be asking yourself is, what are these people saying about these builders? Are they good builders? Are they bad builders? Create questions to answer yourself, and that will help you. What is the community saying about their work ethic, their work quality? What are they saying about the work ethic? I say that. What are they saying about their passion, their dedication, by paying attention to details? What is the community saying? Generally, what you have to do at this point, word of mouth, you just need to listen about the builders that you're interested in them, and they should be coming to work for you or to do some project for you. How are they mentioned? How are they said? What is the word of mouth around in the community? And you have those lot of questions generally, and you put them together, and then you make up your mind. So listen to what people are saying. Let's move over to point number 2. Reference, it's one of the beautiful things that people use to work with other people. For instance, when you fill up your CV, they look at your reference and they call the people, hey guys, have you worked with KG? How is he? So when you get a builder to do a project for you, make sure that you're getting somebody who's done a project for somebody that you trust. Maybe your sister, maybe your brother, maybe your cousin, maybe your best friend. And as such, when you have somebody like that, it's like you continue the relationship from your brothers, from your sister, from your friend. It's easy. You don't have to start a new relationship. There's trust already, and that person knows that, no, I've done a good job from the previous person, therefore I'm going to continue to do the same job for this new person. And if you are working with that person who was brought by a trusted person into your house, then you know you're gonna get a quality work. You've seen their work, your friend, your brother, whoever, you trust them, and when they give that person, they know they won't give you somebody that's gonna come and mess up your house or your materials or your equipment. 2, price range is gonna be like, like if you ask your friend, how much did they charge you? Okay, they charge me this much, then we can just adjust, like the range where you're gonna work with. And you're having a continuous relationship, you're not starting afresh. There's one thing that is extremely difficult: starting a relationship, be it a work relationship, a relationship for dating. It's the most difficult thing because it requires a lot of things. So let's move over to the next one, evidence. But before we move to evidence, if this video ticks a whole lot of your property boxes, it makes more sense, it's more educational, because I want to educate people. This is me educating, and you like it, please like the video, subscribe to the video, and if you know that there's somebody who's going to benefit from this video, click on the share button, copy that link, post it to them via WhatsApp, via any platform that you guys are on. So move over to evidence. When you guys are looking for a worker, a builder, and you want to see the quality of their work, go to the site where they are busy work. Before you even ask them to start, deploy patience. And when that happens, then you go visit them at the site, And when you get to the site, don't just spend 30 minutes. Spend the whole day. Be part of them. Move around with them. See their work. See how they do things. And as such, you will be informed. You will see that these people do the work by themselves. Don't just believe in the videos when say, Mlungu, I've done this work there, and they send you a picture and send you a video. You cannot 100% fully trust that. So spend the time, about 3-4 hours, 5 hours, dedicate some time to observing those people. Have conversation with people on site. Once you have those informations, then you can make an informed decision if you want to work with these people or not, based on the work that you've seen, not the far-fetched work, which is fake. For some of us who are fortunate in our families that somebody is doing building, tiling, pavement, and all of those, they are part of our family. That's a fortunate group of people. I'm one of those people because I have my cousin who does that work. I got my uncle who was doing that work but is late now. May his soul rest in peace. But if you have those people, then you don't have to do the word of mouth. You don't have to do the reference. You know those people. You grew with them. You grew under them. You watch their work from the start to the end. You know fully what they are capable of. And then once you work with them, it's good. Straight up, you discuss. They'll tell you what to do, how it should be looking like, and the details. But the thing that I'll say is, make sure that all the time you pay them fully. Like, treat it as a business. Okay, I would like you to do this project for me. Okay, cool, I can do it. Awesome. How much are you gonna take? It's difficult to discuss the prices with the family because they're like, no, you my nephew, I'm helping you, you're my cousin, you my this. But stick to force it. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna take a lot of time, days, if not weeks, to say how much you're gonna take for this, and then you pay. Because if you don't pay, you don't want conversations to be running around says, they did work for them for free. He's doing this well because he's getting free labor and stuff. Like, you don't want people to have conversations about you. Because hey, family can talk. You know what I mean. Let's go on to general behavior. The things that you're going to look at that's going to help you decide if those builders are good for you or not. So you're going to look at, do they pay attention to details? Like when they are doing something, do they pay attention to details? Like the curve, do they curve it properly? If it's sharp, like attention to details. And next one, ask questions. Do they ask questions? You notice people, especially sometimes when you speak, especially when you speak Setswana and you can't speak Zulu, then you tell them what to do and they don't ask you questions. They assume that you said this and they start doing. Then it's a mess. That's why you need to be on site most of the time. When they start work, you see how it's going. So let them ask questions. Do you mean this? Do you say this, Mlungu? Oh, Mlungu, do you want it this way? If they have a picture, oh, Mlungu, do you want something like this? When they start asking questions like that, it means they want to be clear on what to do, on the task at hand. Do they follow instructions? Please do this, do this. I know this is not why we're hiring people to come and follow instructions. We want them to come in and that's what Steve Jobs said. You want the creatives to come in and do what the creatives do. You don't just follow instruction, but you like them to follow instruction sometimes, so the work can be completed. And suggesting, do they suggest? I mentioned creativity, Steve Jobs. Do they suggest? No, instead of Mlungu, instead of doing it this way, can we do it this way? And you're like, I never thought about it that way. Are they suggesting? When they start suggesting, means these people have experience. They've done it the way you're saying it previously and it didn't work out. Therefore, they found a new solution that it could be done this way. And once they suggest it, shop. Another one is, do they come on time? Do they come on time all their time? Time with builders is another thing. It's extremely another challenge. Because I remember we worked building a house in Botswana. They were supposed to come at 8. Sometimes they come at 9:30, sometimes 10, sometimes half 12. Being on time is another one. And the next one is, how do they speak to each other or about each other? When they are on site, how do they speak to each other? Do they speak to each other with respect? Do they say, this one is not a good person? You listen to those kind of things. So when you are on this stage, when you go for evidence, that's what you're going to listen to. Those kind of conversation. How do they speak to each other? Respect and those kind. And next one is, what is the general feeling on the side? When they are on the side, most builders that I've worked with, their general feeling is they're more happy. They're making a lot of jokes, and as they work, they make those funny jokes. Life continue. They work as fast as can. Like it's a happy working space. Nobody's complaining. When that is happening, it's a good sign. Are they sharing food? This can go left, again can go right. But for me, when I get to the site and I see the builders sharing food, then that's quite exciting because they trust each other. There's oneness. There's no levels. I'm the boss, you are. So if they buy food, put on the table, then they eat together from the same plate. That's one of the things that shows you that these people are together. And even when they're doing a task, they will be able to come together and get it done as quick as you can, or as it should be completed. Honesty is another one. Honesty. Sometimes they don't tell the truth, and sometimes they take too many projects at a go, and instead of completing that project, you know what they do? They then say, Mlungu, I have a funeral, Banbani is late, and please, I'm going. By that time it's Tuesday. I'm going. I'll be back next Monday. You know what happens? They're not going to a funeral because there's no funeral, and they go to someone's project and they basically do that project. And they know by Sunday that project will be done, and they come to you on Monday. Once you're walking around Kasi, you will see them, or someone will say, you stopped working, but your people are working that side. Skipper. Such can happen. And willingness to stay on site. This one, I really like it. Willingness to stay on site. One, it shows agency. Like these people, they want to get this project done. They want to do quality, but they want to get it done. What does it mean? It means if they stay on the site, they save their transport money, and they stay on site. They start on time, 7 o'clock they start, or even early sometimes if they want early, and then they finish off late, 6, sometimes 7. It's an indoor project. They switch on the lights and they get the project going. So that they're staying on site, if they're willing, their willingness to stay on site, it really tells you that these people, they want to get it done because they have another project coming. So they want to finish this project before they go on to the next project. Self-awareness, like they know their ability. I had one bricklayer who said in a day he's putting, if it's a big block bricks, he's going to put like 800 bricks a day. If it's a small one, he puts about 1,000 to 1,000. I'm like, this person really focuses on what he's saying. Like he's aware of what he can do in a day. That was quite exciting. The other thing that you can look at is how often do they ask money from you? This one is a big one. It's a big one. How often do they ask money from you? So if you guys have a payment plan, my payment plan usually is, once we're done with the foundation, we give you money for foundation. Once we're done with the wall, we give money for wall. Once we're done with the roof, we give you money for roof. Once we're done with completing all the touches that needed to be completed, we give you money. Once you're done with the tasks, we give you money for each. It's more like it's a big project that we cut it into pieces. Payment for each level. It doesn't matter when each level is complete. If a level is completed on a Tuesday, I pay you on Tuesday. If you complete the next one on a Thursday, I pay you on Thursday. But there's those guys that the project is not completed from Monday to Friday, is not done. The project will be completed the next Monday. They come, they ask money, and they come to ask money, and then ask money, and then they come with problems. This person is sick. This is this. I know sometimes it's real and it's happening, and it's you have to do something. But how often they ask money from you, it says quite a lot of things. One, they can't manage the money. And if they cannot manage the money, they take the money little bit by little bit by little bit. When they're done with a certain level in a project, and you give them money, then that money is not enough to pay these guys. And that leads us to another one. Do they pay their workers fully? Do they pay them nice? Do they give them what they promised to give them? If they don't, then that's another one, because you might not have workers on the other days, because there will be a go slow, they will be on strike. The other one is, do they have family? I find quite a lot of builders who have families. They're kind of more serious, more committed than the ones who do not have family. Do they drink alcohol? I drink alcohol, I have no problem. But if they do drink alcohol, sometimes on a Saturdays they don't come, because you give them money on a Friday, they drink that night. Saturday they don't come, or when they come, or if they come, then they are not as effective as they were on a Thursday, because hangover, everything is just go slow. And those things that you will look at that will guide you on making your decision. Do you want to work with people or not? And remember this, guys, this is not the final things. These are things, the basics to get you started, to get you decide if you want to work with this builders based on the work ethic, the quality of work, the word of mouth, what's happening about these people, what is being said about these people. And if you like this video, you will definitely going to like this one. And if you are serious about learning and investing in backrooms, property, kokasi, in your kasi, or you just want to get started, my friend, you will need to subscribe to this channel. And thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for making us a part of your property learning journey. We promise to give you quality, informative property videos every week. Every weekend, we're going to share those videos with you. And for now, we will see you in the next one. Thank you.